Okay, so let us get started.
Let's get started.
Let
Yeah,
us
sure.
get started. Okay,
Have
here
a
we go.
little Les in there, just for Maddie.
I was just
I'm
about
so
to
sorry.
start. I was just
I'm
about to
sorry.
start.
I'm
Okay.
sorry. Go.
No, you're fine.
Go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this week's episode of Off Kilter. I am back, and I am back hosting this week. And today, if you haven't seen the show before, um, we just talk about basically whatever you want to. And the topic this week is tips and tricks to reduce anxiety, or AKA self care. It's more of a serious episode because I know we have people in the cast today that do deal with anxiety, like myself a little bit, not as much as others. But if you guys haven't met the cast before, let's go. Let's introduce all of them.
Salvador, he has the most anxiety.
I can see that. If for the
His eyes
audio
are very big.
for the audio listeners, Maddie is holding a cat, holding her cat Salvador. So let's go through the introductions. If you're on YouTube, below me we have Thorns and Roses, aka Maddie, who is holding her cat. How
This
you
is
doing?
Salvador. This is one of them.
He has a
This is
name.
Yeah, he has a name.
That's
He's
that.
so cute. He's so cute.
I feel
He's not even upset, or he'd leave, but he's not leaving. He's gonna turn around and stay right here. Watch.
the cat is not leaving the desk; it's just walking around it. All right.
He's a slut for attention.
Yes. So next to Maddie, we have Hairblitz, aka Hair.
What up?
How you doing, man? It's been a while since you've been on here. Like
Yeah.
almost like more than 6 months.
Rude.
Yeah. I had a kid,
Yeah.
and my time is just super, like, not my own.
No, I don't blame you
try
there.
I try not to book things that could potentially like off rail you, right? Like even this started an hour late because I have kids and I had to.
I mean, it's an hour.
There was
What's
no
an
way I
hour
could
Yeah,
going
I'd
to
just
do?
like you to be clear that
Yes.
I would love to be an aunt to your children, but I will be salty that you just have kids.
Damn.
April
Shit.
knows this to be true.
She's their adopted mine. She's auntie. Sorry.
Yeah, mine love
They
me
have
back.
an
It's
they
so
have an
exciting.
aunt that they don't even talk to. Maggie talks to my kids way more than their actual aunt does.
Oh my god.
I love who I love.
And of course,
It's been a minute. I'm glad to be here, though. Glad to be here.
yes, I'm happy you're here as
Welcome
well.
back.
It's nice for you to be here. And of course, above Hair, you know her. She was the previous host of the last episode. It's April, aka Survival Amazon 88. And-
Hello.
hello. Thank you.
Hello.
And I do thank you again for doing that for us.
I was very stressed out, just to let you know.
I don't know.
You
I don't know.
crushed it, baby.
You were
We were
fine.
on topic
You
for
were
so
fine.
long.
You were
too.
fine. You guys did fine.
Maddie was like the mother of the stream. That was
Team
very
Girl
helpful.
Squad.
There
That
you
was
go.
great though. It was a lot of fun.
You guys did. I saw a little bit. You guys sounded like had a lot of fun with it.
We had a lot of fun. There was
Yeah.
a lot of boob.
So just a little announcement thing. Because my work does 2-week rotations, there's probably gonna be more than once when I'm not gonna be hosting
No,
the
do not
episode.
eat my people.
So
Ooh, more
like
girl
net
takeovers.
maybe, yep. There may be more takeovers in the future, depending if they schedule me for
Jammies.
Saturday or not.
Jammies next time.
There you go. So just be mindful. The host will probably switch once every other episode because of my work schedule. So please, even if I'm not here, go check out when someone else is the host. Maybe they'll do something different. Maybe they'll have a different set like April did. Funny enough,
Yeah, Maddie made that one. It looked
yes,
amazing. I loved it.
yeah, actually, a little behind the scenes there. When I was first setting up this podcast, Maddie below me here actually made me a rough draft of the set that you guys saw last time. So, and I took the inspiration from hers and made it my own. So, I appreciate Maddie a lot for doing that. Took time out of her day to do it, and I really appreciate it still.
And it looks so nice. I love it.
It's beautiful.
It's
So
beautiful.
All right, so how about we jump back onto topic? Just wanted to give that announcement there, just so that everybody knows. So, tips on reducing anxiety. Now, I think you guys probably have better no, I don't want to say trick. I don't want to keep repeating myself. Strategies, I guess, and stuff like that to kind of reduce it. Maybe not get rid of it because it is a really constant thing. And people in the chat, since we do this on Twitch, what do you guys do to reduce your anxiety, your stress, stuff like that? And comment down below as well on YouTube. We want to know how you guys de-stress yourself as well. I listen to copious amounts of music. Now I mean a lot.
Is there a specific type of music?
I
are you one of
I
those
love
people who
country.
like to follow the feeling train.
I love country. I'll listen to country mostly. But my personal playlist does have like it does have rock, it does have pop, it does have some 50s, maybe some 80s from like Guardians of the Galaxy 2 that they did. So it's like 80% country, 20% everything else.
Whatever
That's
resonates with you,
surprising.
right?
Yeah,
I'll
actually
not peg you for a country.
you
fan.
you don't peg me for a country.
Yeah, he's for sure country.
Oh, I am.
It
100%.
shocked me the first time I heard it too.
You
Well,
have-
I'm
Really?
personally a huge country fan.
But
Trick
when
rip
you
on
know
it, so I
where
love
we're
it.
from, it's not that weird.
No, it's really my parents would put it on the radio every time I was in the car, so it's just one of the things that just stuck with me.
Huh.
So let me ask them, what type of music did you think I listened to? Just by look.
I don't know. I guess typical gamer like techno
Oh god, I hate that shit.
dubstep stuff. I
Oh,
don't
I hate
fucking
that
know.
shit. I hate it.
Nickelback.
You know what?
Hey,
you
fuck
know,
you. Nickelback is
Nickelback's
amazing.
the tits.
Actually,
I don't care what it says. It's not cool to hate Nickelback anymore. Okay, they're great.
I
It
like
was
Nickelback.
never
They
cool
always
to hate
have been.
Nickelback.
It's one of
Apparently
My
it was. When I was in high
exact
school, everyone's like,
words-
"Oh, Nickelback." I'm like, "Fuck you guys."
Jesus.
My
Amazing.
exact
Backlash.
words were Nickelback.
Yes.
Yeah,
It
April
was
Yes.
says
not
it
a
lot.
Yeah,
positive or negative spin on that.
but-
any type
But
of,
you were talking about how he didn't like dubstep, and you're like, "Oh, Nickelback."
Oh,
just-
That was
oh, he was
just
an-
he was
branching
answering my
off.
he was answering my
my
question.
chime-in had nothing to do
Yeah,
with the
he was
current words being
answering
said.
my question.
Okay, take that back. I'm
Yeah.
sorry for
Yeah, he
making
was answering my question.
No,
Actually,
it's all good.
you're
It's
not.
all
I'm
good.
not gonna lie to you. I do like some songs from them. They're older.
I have always loved Nickelback.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
when
Everyone
like,
secretly
"Fuck
likes a Nickelback song.
I'm like, I don't secretly like Nickelback. I fucking openly love Nickelback.
I don't
Yeah,
understand why no one liked Nickelback. I don't understand.
I don't
why.
know
Sorry,
why.
or
Like,
why.
I think it might
And
have been
then there
because
was
of
that
Chad at
sweet
Kroger. I'm
moment
not
with
sure.
that Dark Horse album that no one
That Dark Horse
talks
album's
about
actually
with, like,
really good.
something in your mouth and like
Edge of a Revolution
Wow.
was one I just recently listened to today on Spotify. That's really good. I like that a lot.
I like the
love
song from
Nickelback.
Spider-Man.
Oh, Heroes. Is it Heroes or Hero? Is it
The
singular?
hero can
Hero.
save us.
Hero. Okay.
Not gonna give away.
Okay, we're gonna stop that because YouTube doesn't like it when people sing it either. It's not Twitch.
10 seconds. I think.
Excuse
I think it's 10
YouTube. It
seconds.
allows plenty of covers and singing. Thank you, as long as it's not playing the
the track.
original audio.
You
So
sure
I can do
about
my
that?
awful care. Have you seen YouTube with all the music covers that are done with millions of people?
Okay, you know what?
You can
you know what?
sing
You got me
whatever you
there.
want on there.
Yeah, you got me there. You got me there.
YouTube more just likes to send any
Like,
of, the
warnings?
revenue or whatever
Mm.
over
As long as
to
you're not
the
playing
license
the
holder.
song itself. you're good to go.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Most people
My worst
overkill
case too,
listen.
even if they do have audio in it, like I've posted like when I did my Star Wars videos, there were songs that were basically pulled directly from movies and
Mhm.
it flagged them and it sent
Nice.
any of my like revenue or whatever to the license holder instead. They have
Oh,
a pretty
okay.
decent.
Yeah,
a
I
pretty
got that
decent fee for
warning
it.
for a sound alert for
Twitch.
it was Will I Am.
Oh.
For the big and chunky sound alert.
Oh
for
my
Twitch,
God.
and it's like if you make money off this, I'm like I'm not making money
Are
off
you
this. I don't
fucking
give a
kidding
shit.
Mad.
No, we don't make money.
don't
Yeah, I don't
most
care.
people
I don't
over.
care.
So Michael says most people overkill listen to them, but most people who say they don't like them really do.
Yeah, I don't get it myself.
I just don't get why people were like, they're not cool. Like,
I don't know why
first,
either.
Have
they're
you
Canadian.
listened to
They are
his
Canadian.
voice?
They are Canadian.
Secondly,
It's Chad
there's nothing
Kroger,
wrong with
come
them.
on, man.
Everybody liked them. You were just
Mhm.
like suddenly like, oh, it's cool to just dislike them. Like that's just like picking out of a hat, being like, today we're not gonna like
Mm-hmm.
Arthur. Like just
I said, hey,
Arthur, fuck Arthur.
it's a wonderful kind of day.
Oh no!
Gonna
easily-
make the work done
Easily
good.
turn that reggae.
insert
easily.
Arthur fist meme.
No.
That sign can't stop me. I can't read.
But yeah.
I'm a huge Arthur fan.
Yes. So when it comes, I think that's pretty much how I kind of de-stress myself. That in video games, honestly, obviously.
That is a very short list.
That's the thing. I don't. When I mentioned at the beginning, I don't really have major anxiety, so I don't really have those. I guess I overthink a lot. That's it. But I just kind of let it run through its course until it stops.
I mean,
Your
like,
willpower, wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I mean,
Yeah,
if we're
that's-
gonna like box it in a high level, like
Mhm.
that's pretty much the same for me, like music and games.
Yeah.
Like sometimes though, when you have like a big stretch of anxiety like that, you only really need one or two things.
Yeah.
Like there's safety in having one thing, you know? Like, cause for me, a lot of my stuff is overthinking, and I'll run through every possible goddamn scenario under the sun.
I'm the same way.
right?
From the probable to the improbable, like whatever could happen could possibly
Well, what
happen.
if I said this? Oh, and they rebuttal with that. Oh, what am I gonna do? Like, so just having like one thing to just kind of like get lost in it.
What
It's
if he-
comforting to not have 80,000 things going through your head.
Yeah, like if someone came in through the door and started shooting at the place, or maybe he just fell over and everybody laughed. It's just every single scenario that comes through your mind. It just
I
happens.
don't understand how that's a red flag.
I can see
By
that.
only having like two things to cope with stress is a little
I
strange.
just wanna
Okay,
be
but like,
sure
It
that,
works.
like look at it. Let's see. That's why I said if you box it from a high level, because if we unbox it for me, I've got music I can listen to and just chill. I like to do score analysis of songs or classical pieces. I have three
Water.
guitars
Yeah.
sitting off the side that I'll like to practice or compose with. Like there's all kinds of different elements in music that I can like, oh, today I feel like, learning a Chopin piece. Or today I feel like I just want to chill and listen to the new Aesop Rock album. Like there's all kinds of different outlets, and the same with gaming, right? Like, oh,
Mhm.
today it's like, fuck, I just want to go on a multiplayer game and I just want to like turn my brain off and I just want to press shoot buttons. Sometimes I just want to play Viva Pinata or any other cozy game and just like chill out and not have to think about anything. Like it's like, let's plant some flowers and maybe a cute little butterfly with flutterscotch inside of it will come and live in my garden. Like
I'll most times combine the two. I'll be playing COD or something, just something brain dead, but I'll be listening to music at the same time, just not caring what's happening on the screen and focusing on the music. My work is very autonomous, so I'm just used to shutting off, like doing like going autopilot while just listening to whatever I'm listening to. So I'll have the music on, but then I'll just have my body kind of program itself to play whatever's on the screen and just kind of shut down.
How does that make you feel? Do you feel that like you have a lot of time that isn't your time in life? Like that you're doing a lot of things autonomously and not
Well, the only reason
enjoying them?
well, the only reason I do the autonomously is because of what I do.
Yeah.
I'm a line assembly guy at work. So it's just the same thing 500 times a day, all week.
Right, but when you're coming home and you just have your games on and you're zonked out,
Mm-hmm.
are you like actually enjoying that, or are you
Yeah.
just trying to do something to get your brain away from
No,
it?
I actually enjoy it. It's how there are most like a lot of the games I don't even listen to the game audio anymore. I just listen to the music or what have Netflix on or whatever in the background.
No.
oh, see,
No?
I can't do that. I
No,
can't play a
absolutely
game
not.
and have a show on. That increases anxiety.
That,
Yeah.
I have two
See,
things
that doesn't
require
increase
actual
anxiety for me.
focus. That's anxiety inducing. I can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Nick's like working and he's got YouTube videos going, and then he's also playing like a mobile game. I'm like, that is too many things.
Oh, yeah, I
cannot.
had the same way. Yeah, I have something on the computer, then I play on my
Well,
phone.
some people have like sensory issues, and then some people are triggered by multiple sounds.
Yes.
Some people are not. Like me, I can't, like with children and stuff, like especially children.
Mhm.
If there's like the TV's going, the kids are arguing, I'm cooking dinner, the dog's making noise, and like this
Oh, I can
one
only
more
imagine.
thing is added to the thing, I literally feel like I'm gonna lose my fucking shit.
That's a
Called
little,
Like, there's
yeah, that's a
sensory
too
little.
much.
You gotta
overload.
It
you gotta
is.
leave the room and lay down for a minute, just in
I
silence.
can't. No, I can't fucking just leave.
Well, no, like the yeah,
Doesn't
no.
She's
work
got
that way.
shit
It's
on the stove.
So, actually, well, that's what so to people that don't know will know now. I have Asperger's syndrome. I have a minor case of it, and even though I don't show it, I do still have those symptoms, like the audio sensory, the tits, and everything else in between. And there'll be times where I'm in a group with a group of people at the bar and it's just too loud, it's too hot, whatever. I will just go
Yeah.
up and go outside and just cool off, just be on my own with my own thoughts.
Yeah, it's like when you're trying to have a conversation, but you're in like in a public place, so there's a far away noise that's catching your attention more than the person you're talking to face to face.
Yeah, I like
But that
to. Yeah.
background noise is louder than what's closer to you. My brain just goes, this is more important. Like, no, this is more important. But this clanging sound and this dog barking or the cars are going by or whatever, my brain just doesn't like a lot of noise or anything sharp, like
Yeah.
dishes being put away or a like high pitched noise or whatever. I'll get like headaches just from noise
Yeah.
in general. And I get
I
so stressed out from noise.
I
and
like
just-
to.
I don't know how to get rid of it.
Yeah, I like to analyze my surroundings, see who is where, what noise is coming from where. I guess it's just me is always being on edge when I'm. Yes, Maddie.
What's the
That
red
was a
flag?
trauma response.
What is?
Analyzing the room when you walk in.
Like when I
You're
sit there,
taking
if I'm
count of where people are and what people are doing and where things are. And
like I like to look
That's
around.
a little-
I like to look around when I'm sitting there. If I'm in a group, I'm not really
for
doing anything. No,
threats or just in general?
just in general, I just look around, see what's around me, stuff like that. What? What's with the look?
you're like,
That
I'm looking
sounds-
at what people are doing. Like,
It
what's
sounds like you're looking for danger.
Not
that is
looking.
what you're doing.
I'm not looking for
unintentionally.
danger. I'm just looking around.
You're not like, I'm looking for danger.
No.
You're sitting there and you're like,
I'm just looking around.
the door's there.
Yeah.
And that
Are you
guy's
keeping
washing
track
a dish.
of, like,
and that
escape
person's
points?
doing that.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm just looking around.
You don't
No.
know where your exits are when you walk in a room? What?
I just like
Yeah, you
looking
gotta
around.
flee, you know?
That's
you have to
actually
know where
handy.
you gotta go in case of a fire or a danger.
Or if a random supervillain breaks out. You know?
All right.
Yeah.
You gotta,
Where's
you gotta
my
know
super
where
suit?
the exits are.
That's
I
pro-
like panic about being in America. I'm like, where would I hide if a gunman came today? Like,
Oh god. Yeah.
There was. I'm not. So I'm gonna tell you a story about when our buddy just turned 19. He went downtown for the first time, and he invited me, my buddy Alex, and our friend Atesh to go. And this is also my first time going downtown. I don't care about going downtown. I didn't do that for my 19. I just kind of stayed home and drank with my buddies.
You never been in the downtown part of your city until you're an adult? You just avoid the entire area your entire life?
there's not much to do in our downtown.
No,
area.
there's
It's all-
really not. It's like a just
shops.
We live in a bar town.
yeah, it's a bar
like
town.
Oh.
Every bar,
Yeah.
every block is
Mhm.
4 bars.
Yeah, so
Gotcha.
like
Sorry, continue.
yeah, my buddy's 19. He went downtown, and I never been before. But you know how those like really stereotypical movies or TV shows, and in like downtown, it's dark, and someone might come out and mug you or something like that for no apparent reason, just out of nowhere. I was thinking about that the entire night, and I couldn't stop thinking about it. I was on edge. I was defensive. I was watching. When you talk about looking for danger, that's what I did that night. I looked for
That's
danger.
insane
And
about
found my.
dark and it's a
and-
new place.
I
I would do the same thing.
No,
for like
no,
an
I
in a
would.
bar town, there's only one bar you're gonna get stabbed out in front of. Come on, and it was Boom Boom Room. Let's go.
God.
we walked across every single
you
bar
carry?
that night. Every single one.
Veins don't carry.
And
like-
only that one's scary.
Look, I didn't know.
We don't carry. What? do
I
you
know.
That's why you
do
carry. We
know
don't
that
carry.
Statistically, you have a higher. If you have a weapon, there's
You're
a
more likely to
higher
be
rate
hurt
that's
by
gonna be
it than-
used on you.
Yeah.
Than you will
I've
use
heard
it on
that.
the
Yeah.
attacker.
I've heard that before.
But to
I've never heard that happening, but
Mhm.
I've heard that.
What are you talking
statistic.
about? Have you ever watched a horror movie, April?
I'm talking about
Bitch
real.
grabs the frying
real
pan.
life,
She hits him.
woman.
He
Super
grabs the frying pan
realistic
and
horror
smokes her up
movies.
the side
Yeah.
of the head with it.
Fucking
Like-
movie, Maddie. Come on.
You also have to be careful about sleeping because angry people might try to come and claw arm you to death.
Oh, I just worry about Jeannie's grabbing my feet at night.
Oh
yeah,
my
cover
God.
your feet.
You
Or
can't have your
like
feet
hang over
uncovered.
the edge of the bed.
Nah,
Yeah.
hang them over. Take
All
me
right,
home.
so I have a coping strategy.
yes, of course.
I'd like to offer you. I have several activities with me. Okay, so I have some rocks, and not my like crystals. Those are different. This one's like a rock. Like I found it at the beach.
Mm-hmm.
It's not very exciting. It's got some
Looks like a
brown.
worry
some
stone.
grays.
That's
Well,
a
you
hey,
can rub them,
It's
and
the
there's a
worry
good little indent.
stone.
And
That-
then this one's
Yeah.
flat, but it's too thick to skip. So it
Ah.
feels good in your palm and it's nice and cold and you can hold it and you can focus on how cold it is. That's always a good one. Hold an ice cube in your hand if you're like really like zonking out, because the cold will bring your attention to your hand, and you'll be like, "Fuck, it's so cold, I want to put it down." And then you're like, "No, keep holding it, motherfucker."
Yeah, I
But your
heard that from my
brain
therapist
can't
recently, actually.
do that.
Mhm.
And also, I have a tangle.
I just bought my
What
kid one of those.
is
They're
that?
the best. I have the rubberized
just-
tangle.
Yeah.
Let me straighten it out for you. So it comes in the box like this.
Okay.
And it's got little gripping. I don't know how if my leg
Oh
can
yeah,
show
no,
it.
I can see
It's got
it.
little grippy nubs.
Yeah, I
And
can see
these
it.
are all like they twist on little like screws.
Oh, I gotcha.
So then
Okay.
you can just fuck with it and you can make shapes. And so when you're fidgeting, you can just sit here and play with
Mhm.
it.
Mhm.
I like to make a little mug. Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
literally
well,
make a
it's like-
little mug. Oh wow, she's actually literally making something for that thing.
Yeah.
And you get your little like
Oh, I see.
falls apart. It's not very tactical, but
Just want to
Um,
stop by. Have a good night, everyone. Well, thank you so much, Michael, for
Bye.
listening to for at least a little
Bye-bye.
bit. If you guys do want to listen to the podcast, not on YouTube, we do have a we sorry, lost my train of thought. We do have a link tree for it. I'm pretty sure
Wait,
it's
it's there.
this. No, it's not. I forget what the command is, but we do have a command to see the link tree for the podcast. I'll figure it out and I'll put it in there once I do. But we're on Spotify, Audible, Amazon Music, and iHeartRadio, and
iHeartRadio.
and one other place as well. It's all in the link tree. I will figure it out. Don't worry, it's there somewhere.
Sure. Yeah. It's in there somewhere.
April,
Totally
have you
What?
ignore it.
got
Okay, I made
There
it.
you
Okay,
go.
okay, I made it to the name of the
There you
podcast. I didn't think about doing that, but yes, there's the link tree. If you guys want to listen to it audio instead of
Oh,
video.
there it is.
Yes, Hare found it for me. Thank you, Hare.
You're welcome.
All right.
April, tell me your coping strategy for this. Name one.
Honestly, it really depends on what's bothering me.
thing.
Oh,
Pick one for right now. Let's
situational.
start
Okay.
somewhere. Start small.
If
Pull out of the
if
hat.
if I'm just like randomly anxious about something, it's usually when I'm listening to something it's making me anxious and yet I can't stop listening to it for whatever reason. Like if someone else is anxious and they're explaining me their problems, but I'm like not coping with it very well.
Mm-hmm.
I usually wear a hoodie and I'm constantly like knotting the strings and unknotting them. So I do on my stream too. I've noticed it before. Like if I'm like freaking out, I literally just sit there and play with it like one handed and just like knot it and like unknot it and then just, it keeps my hands busy because I don't
Yeah,
have
there you
like a
go.
really cool like fidgeting thing.
Well,
Um,
now you bought your children all tangles, so now you
yeah,
can
that's
all
her
pull it.
tangle. I'm not gonna take her tangle.
Ah.
But another thing I like to do is read. Honestly, I love reading, and that really will just get me out of any kind of headspace. If I'm just miserable, I don't want to talk about it, I don't want to explain anything to it, I don't want to burden anybody else. I'll literally just sit down and open a book, and I'll just read the entire thing in one day, just fucking escape. Just my best coping mechanism is reading. I grew up
Mm-hmm.
reading at a shitty childhood, and then I just read a lot, so I stuck with it.
Oh,
That's
I
why I have
see.
so many books. So reading is a good coping mechanism for me.
That's good.
I don't talk to anybody that way. I can
There you go.
just read.
There you go.
I know. I'm sorry.
No, I don't know why. I don't know why you apologize
Just
for that. It's fine.
because she red flagged me reading.
Oh, you red flagged your reading?
No, I red flagged her going, so I don't have to talk to anybody as her child
Oh.
goes to therapy this week. Let's try that one again.
That's different. That's different.
You have
Thank you.
feelings too, and things in your past matter.
Agreed. But I think therapy's great, especially if you're willing to talk about things, to move past them and to work on them or whatever. There's some things that are immediate issues that we were dealing with that are being dealt with. But with my past childhood and stuff like that, there's not really anything to talk about to make me feel better about it. I've talked to people about things before, but they don't make them not happen.
Oh,
That's my idea of it. Like I've explained things to people before. I've explained things that to people who have wronged me in the past or whatever. But talking about has never fixed that. So I didn't see the point of like doing it as an adult. Like I don't see the point of that as long as I do better by my own kids and family. I don't really see the point of talking to a therapist about it.
Because if it's a situation where, like, if the thing that has happened, if you are in a situation where when you are like having a random thought, you think of that thing.
Yeah.
Like you're like, oh, that time Becky fucking said blah at me, and you think about that sometimes.
Yeah.
You're not really over it, and
Well,
there's
no, but what's talking about gonna help anything?
because maybe there's a part of something that you don't know. Like maybe there's a missing piece that you haven't like. You're the way you okay. How do I explain this? The way
I
that
don't
you
know.
make decisions and the way you handle things and the way you like progress in life,
Uh-huh.
right? Is by learning from your mistakes.
Yeah, I
If
definitely
you're in
have.
this situation where you're like constantly ruminating about these things that happen, and you're like, there's nothing I can do about them. They're in the past. They're over. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But they're still bothering you to some degree, and
Yeah,
they
because
shouldn't.
I have feelings and they hurt. Like a
Okay,
lot.
so that's when you go and talk to someone who can help walk you through that process.
What process is there though? It
There's
sucked before.
grieving. There's
Yeah.
but April, you clearly are upset about. Look, you're getting
I don't
like
understand.
you're getting angst. Like I literally go into my therapist's office and she's like, "What happened this week?" And I'm like, I had to go to a doctor's appointment." She's like, "How was your doctor's appointment?" I was like, "Fine." And she's like, "Okay, let's talk about your doctor's appointment." For 45 minutes, you know what happened? He
I don't
looked
know.
at me funny and I wasn't comfortable with him looking at me like that. And we talk about why. Like you start to unfuck yourself from all the trauma you've sheltered yourself from that you didn't realize was trauma. Guys,
Yeah, but I
go
don't
to
have the same
therapy.
issues now as I did
It
when I
doesn't
was
matter.
young.
It happened. It's you. It's your brain. Like it's it's your whole life you've just been yeeting shit into a pile that is like
Yeah.
you know in Futurama the episode where they're like the
I think it's a
garbage
shit
ball is
pile.
coming back
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they have to hit it with another garbage ball. So that's how you're
Yeah.
currently dealing with your problems.
Hey,
And
it
the
worked.
solution,
It
no, it doesn't. Because if you
Those
remember
garbage
at the
balls
end of
flew
that
away.
episode, Fry specifically, they go, well, what about when both of them comes back? And Fry goes, that's not going to be my problem.
That's
You
a
have
future me problem.
children.
Oh my
You
God.
have children. And if they have children, you're just continuing the fuckery.
No, I'm not.
You
I'm
know,
not
you
passing on the same
don't know
issues.
you're not continuing it
man,
yet.
you can
I know I
really
am, 'cause I'm
tell
not
who
repeating the same
is
mistakes.
for and against therapy.
I'm totally for it. I really
So
am.
go.
It doesn't
Not,
sound like you are.
I don't see how it would help me
Have
talking
you
about
gone?
things. Once, a very, very long time ago.
Okay, you should try going as an adult. Yeah, you can't make that face because
Yeah, what's the face?
what are you gonna say? No, I don't want to get any better. Like that's a dick thing to say.
Don't
And you
want to
don't mean
get
it.
any better.
'Cause
Hey,
That's
Kirsten.
right, Casey.
I understand if it's
Kirsten.
a current problem that needs to be fixed. I get that. And something, yeah, something randomly will trigger something, and it's kind of traumatizing. But then you kind of get over it, and then it's like talking about that one specific thing. I know, calm down.
Maddie's
Talking about
face
one
is just
mistake.
it's like she's walking into her own
I
point and she's
know.
really excited for it.
April's like
I-
constantly in circles going,
It's
I
just,
love
I
therapy. And as
know.
soon as I don't want to talk to anybody, but I love therapy.
I get
I
it,
think it's helpful for a
April.
lot of people. I'm just saying I don't think it'd be helpful for me.
I absolutely get that.
It's just
Like, are
dragging
there
it all up
times that
again. Like, what's the point? It's not going
yeah,
to solve it happening years ago when I needed the help. I didn't get the help. And now it's like,
And you're bitter about it.
I'm not bitter about
think-
not having the help. I don't see the point in it. I don't think it'd help anything.
You're
I
wrong.
don't see it. I
I
probably
think-
Finish
am.
your thought.
Maddie's internally about to blow a gasket.
Yeah.
It's
I
gonna
don't
yell at me later.
necessarily think she's wrong. I think as long as the end of that thought, you go, well, you know, it's gone. Like, I'm better. Like, it's done. Like, I didn't really want to think about it, but like, we're
But
over it. We're
is
good. Like, I have a lot of like issues from my ex, which is basically the whole reason for the fact that I had anxiety in the first place. And every once in a while, I was like, oh, yeah, that was a shitty time. But like, I don't need to talk about it. It's done. It's gone. I've gotten better from it. Like, just you sometimes can't help remembering things, you know?
Okay,
Like,
let me ask you this. But is the way you've gotten better about that thing by guarding off or by stonewalling up? Is it something that you've been like, at the end of the day, I feel at peace with this thing? Or is it something that you're going, well, I learned not to do this and I learned not this? Because that's putting up barriers and shit to cope. You're coping. That's but not
No,
healthy.
no, because at the end of the day, I go, no, well, that's done. I'm gone. Like, I know what happened. I know what went wrong. Like, I know where it wasn't my fault. I know where it potentially was my fault. And I know where I can't know that for certain. But like, it's done. I feel better. And like, I don't feel like I need to like stonewall myself from it. Like, I can talk about it if I need to, but I don't see the point in talking about it because I'm never going to be in that spot again. Like, it would be, for me personally, a waste of time. Like, and let me be very clear that I don't think therapy is a waste of time at all. I've been in therapy before, mind you. It was when I was a child, and it was mostly for my mother dealing with being a single mother. Um, so, like, I think therapy is a great thing if it works for you, but I don't think that necessarily therapy is always the answer. At least not in my case. And like, I can totally see where April's coming from. We're like, yeah, like I just, you know, like stuff sometimes bothers you, but like, as long as you're cool with it, and as long as like, you know, you've internalized it in a healthy way, then
Yeah, as long as you don't want like, you don't want to off yourself anymore. You don't want to run away from home. You don't want to hurt yourself. You don't want to push everyone away and just make your life miserable. Just avoid everything in general. Like
for
it's in
me,
a
it's like
healthier way. I
to
just
put it in a
don't
way
want to
that
deal
like to put it in a way that's really not gonna vibe.
with it.
It's like breaking your arm, being like, oh shit, you remember the time that I broke my arm? Yeah, that sucks. Good thing it healed. Like, that's kind of where it's
Sure.
at.
However, great analogy here. I love it. Thanks for using that analogy. That's a great one.
Because
Here's
you're
why.
still forever
Uh-oh.
broken.
You're forever broken.
Uh-oh.
You've broken your arm. Your wrist is now more susceptible to damage.
Yeah, but
When you're
talking about it's
older,
not gonna
it
make
can
it
cause
better.
pains and aches that you didn't know were going to happen. You can get arthritis in that later on in life because
Okay.
it wasn't a
Okay.
problem when you were 42.
But on the at the early onset of those symptoms, I can go see a doctor. I can get those treated.
There's no treatment for a lot of those kinds of things.
Okay, but then
It's
that's
just
now we're on the
coping.
thing that those things are kind of different than these
Are we?
things. Like,
Are we?
well, if you're saying there's not treatment for those things, then your analogy of therapy doesn't work because the
That's
therapy
not
is the
true.
treatment for those things, and then
That's
the treatment's for
not what
later.
therapy is.
That's
Therapy
sorry,
is
that's the way that it was implied by my saying like, hey, like my saying like, hey, I know, like if I'm feeling that arthritis coming on, the arthritis,
yeah.
then I know to go get help for that arthritis as it comes on. So in this case, my actually saying go get that help for that arthritis might include therapy. So in
Right.
your
But
saying,
wouldn't
oh
you
well, there's
want to
no
go
cure
get
for
your
those things.
arthritis? Wouldn't you want to go get your arm checked while your arm is broken? Or to prevent further things from starting to, like, it's like starting to work out. Like, not when you're like, oh, I'm starting to feel the pain, but when you're like, oh shit, I broke my arm, I better get my shit in shape so that next time it doesn't break so easily.
Maybe I did go get my shit in shape.
Did you go to therapy? Doesn't sound like you did.
Round and
Maybe I just had a
round
good
and
night with the
round we go.
boys, and then that was what I needed.
Drink it all
Because
away.
they all go to
Warmth
therapy
in
and
there.
are totally sound of mind and decision as well.
Yeah, I'm just saying not everyone needs to.
I think everyone should go once as an adult. I don't think going as a kid counts. You don't want to be there. You're not cognizant to totally understand what's going on or why you're being put there. It typically doesn't feel fair because the circumstances are already outside of your control. Therapy gives you a chance to be in control of the situation and go through all of that.
And if that works for you, that is perfectly fine and that is perfectly healthy. But I've never been in a situation in my life where I've thought, shit, I need therapy. Therapy would really help. I've always found a way to cope. I've always felt good about it. And I feel very good about where I am in my life right now in terms of my family and my friends and my career and my hobbies.
That must be nice.
Yeah.
I'm just fully settled. Like, I'm
Yeah.
good.
So we have Kirsten saying that there are different types of therapy. She says trauma is
That's true.
genetic; it could be passed down. I didn't know that.
I
Physical
can't
trauma
imagine.
can also be passed down.
I can imagine like actual like something happening and then another person having that same experience, but I
Mm-hmm.
can't remember. I can't imagine it just being genetic unless it's like a
So,
physical
so
problem,
trauma impacts you psychologically and physically. As in the book
right?
I'm reading, the body keeps the score,
Uh-huh.
and it literally affects your genetic makeup. So if you reproduce, it can be passed down. They can be predisposition to conditions, not only medically but
Conditions,
physically.
sure, but trauma is something that happens to you.
Yes.
So how do you pass that down genetically? Like you were like a small child and you were in a fire and your whole family dies, you have that trauma from it. You can't pass that down genetically by being
So
traumatized as a child from a fire.
No.
so
You're not going to
You know,
be
I'm confused.
traumatized of the fire. Is not the child is not going to be like, I am inherently afraid of fire.
Right. So
It
how do you
will
pass down trauma?
physically.
I have I have a
Here.
fun thought on this, and it's not meant to be disrespectful to either side, but this is getting into very highly into animist territory for me.
Man, this is your
Like you have
Animist?
genetic memories kind of thing.
yeah.
Hey, I'm
Like
really confused about how you pass anything down genetically like that.
ask the
Okay.
Assassin's Creed
Let
writers.
me
Yeah,
find the
yep.
science for you.
What?
Famous last words.
I'm
So
talking about
what
video game.
little small segue? What Assassin's Creed are you on now? BZ, did you go
Oh,
straight
Jesus
to Rogue,
Christ.
or did you?
I guess he's did it. I'm in Rogue right now. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chemical mark.
I count. Yeah. So you want to, Kirsten, you want to help us elaborate what you mean by trauma getting passed down? Because it
Yeah,
sounds.
how
I
do you
got it.
how do you
Hang on.
I don't understand how you can pass down trauma. I can understand how you can genetically pass down like ADD, ADHD, autism,
Mhm.
Okay, so
like
like this. This is what I mean.
those things. I understand.
So,
I think
Trauma,
Maddie
I
looked
don't
it
this
think.
up.
is an example article to give you kind of an idea.
Okay, looks like Maddie looked it up.
In 1864, nearing the end of the U.S. Civil War, conditions in the Confederate prison of war camps were at the worst. There was such overcrowding in some camps that the prisoners, Union Army soldiers from the North, each had a square footage of a grave. For those who survived the harrowing experience, marked many of them for life. They returned to society with impaired health, worse job prospects, and shorter life expectancy. But the impact of the hardships did not stop with those experienced. It had an effect on their prisoners' children and grandchildren.
That's because of the way we were raised.
Shut up!
Oh, the heart shut
I
up.
feel
The heart shut up.
Yes, Maddie.
Let me finish the thing.
Damn.
Sorry.
okay.
While their sons and grandsons
Go
had
ahead.
not suffered the hardships of the prisoner of war camps, and if anything were well provided for through their childhoods, they suffered higher rates of mortality than the wider population, and they passed. And so, unlike most inherited conditions, it was not caused by mutants to genetic code, but events in someone's lifetime can change the way their DNA is expressed and how it's changed. Chemical tags are added or removed from our DNA in response to changes in the environment which we're living, and these tags turn genes on or off, offering a way of adapting to changing conditions without inflicting a more permanent shift in our genomes. Like you literally physically alter your body so that when you have the child, they can prepare for that thing. Like you're not doing it intentionally. It's entirely genetic.
If we flip that a fun way, that means if you have a burrito you like adamantly enjoy, your children might grow up to love that burrito too.
No, they'll be more inclined to eat burritos and live longer. I think it's.
I love the idea of living longer through burritos.
I like the
It's
idea. Not
great
sure
concept.
that's how it works.
Wow.
I don't know how any of this works. My brain is like, that doesn't make any sense.
I work with ones and zeros, so
I
Yes.
I put parts on cars all day.
I
Yeah.
get yelled at. That's all.
Nice. Gotta love getting yelled at.
I'm really good at it.
You're
I'm
you're
never cranky.
you're good at getting yelled at or yelling at people.
Getting yelled at.
Ah, I see.
You don't want me to actually yell at you. That's not a good
No,
time
I'm
for
okay.
anybody.
I'm good.
Yeah, I don't want that.
No,
You didn't even yell at me and I wanted to cry, so I'm good, thank you.
I wanted to cry. Oh
I don't
lordy.
Sorry,
do well with
Mommy.
being reprimanded.
When I was when I was a kid, I had to get speech therapy. I stopped talking when I was one or two, and then I didn't start again until I was 5. Yeah, that's also part. That's also a little fact of autism. They autistic kids.
Oh.
They usually don't develop properly after a year.
My sister did that too.
Oh, you
She was practically nonverbal until she was like 4, and she
yeah.
has speech therapy in elementary school, and she's
Mm-hmm.
still
Mm-hmm. You
not great with it.
is she tested or?
Oh, hon, this was the 90s. They didn't care about kids back
Oh.
then.
Yeah, my mom
There
had
were
to.
kids back then.
Oh, wow!
Wow.
Damn!
Bitches.
Yeah,
Thanks.
son of a bitch. Yeah.
Remember the
So,
90s?
so old. Yeah, I remember the 90s. I grew
Nah.
up in the 90s. Thank
Wow.
you.
Times.
I think I've mentioned this before, but usually also there's a lot of autistic facts you're probably gonna be here today because it's about anxiety and mental
Yeah, go for
and
it.
all that stuff. Um, Autistic people also don't like loud noises or a lot of people. And I think I've told this. I think I've told this story before. Um, when I was like still young enough to be in a stroller, my mother would strap me down the stroller and walk me down the mall, and I would scream bloody murder because there was a bunch of people everywhere and a bunch of noise, and she would just walk me down the mall and make me get used to it for school and social stuff and work. Oh yeah,
See, that's trauma.
Yeah.
Now, I was a leash kid. I have no problem with being a leash kid. That was valid. I was a fucking runner. Tried to strangle myself coming into this world. Like, I was getting out, man.
that's well. The thing is, it's because she was just trying to, I guess, help me. What's the word I'm
Get
looking
over it.
for? Yeah, like get over it.
I'm immune.
Yes, exactly. So I
Sink or
could,
swim, man.
so I could
Jeez,
be.
I'm in the
Sounds like
pool.
my parents.
So
Nature versus nurture.
Yeah, it's great.
yeah, it's
Great.
I still it's still hell. I still work on my tits. I still feel them coming on. And I still hide them.
What are your coping strategies for dealing with being in loud public places, Josh?
I daydream. I escape in my own world. And
Do you ever bring headphones with you?
if I have headphones, I listen to music. I just there'll be like there was one time I was in college. I was just sitting in the in the cafeteria area, just studying, and it's just had music on. There's even though there's noise around me. Oh, I also had a really bad habit. Also another autistic fun fact. There are kids or autistic adults who hurt themselves. They self-inflict damage onto themselves. But some of them hit
We
their
don't
head.
all do that?
Huh?
I
Nope.
said, wait, we don't all do that?
As far as I know, it's an autistic thing. There are people that hit their heads on the wall. There are people that punch themselves. I sometimes when I was younger, I sometimes hit myself right above the kneecap. Just just a one hit. That's it. And there's another one. What I did was I would bite, like I would chomp down on the damn lights in the way on like your this part here, your fingers, hard enough where I can see bite marks. That is what I used to do.
Mhm.
I don't know.
And you don't do that
No,
anymore, right?
I don't do that anymore. No, I stopped that.
Pinky promise?
Yes, I pinky promise. I don't self inflict anymore. But it's not. It wasn't because I was depressed or anything of that sort. It's just I
You're
don't know.
grounding yourself.
I guess it was a grounding mechanism that was part of the symptoms. I'm not sure. It's just I do remember doing it.
I did that a lot when I was in high school, like younger years. Like if
Yeah,
I got
I
like
yeah.
really upset about something or really really angry, I like chomp down like on that pad in my hand, like
Mm-hmm.
right there, like hard, like bruising hard, just to like I didn't lose my shit. And then
Yeah.
after I did that, I was fine. And then
Yeah.
the next time it happened, it was always his hand too. I don't know why.
Actually, yeah.
The
Actually,
easier one to chew.
yeah.
Huh?
It's the easier one to chew, I said.
No, they're both pretty easy. They're just both right there.
Actually, it's funny. When I was in
Good.
college, I was studying for a test, and I was getting a little anxious, getting worried about how I would do, and I thought, oh, maybe this will work. So I did bite the knuckle here, and it did calm me down, as in it helped me focus back on studying. It was very strange. Again, haven't done it. I haven't done it in many years. I promise I don't self-inflict anymore, but it is
Sounds to
a
me like biting your
And
nails.
if you do, please call for help or call me. Want it both?
yes,
Both are good.
I'll do something like not painful, but like I
Yeah.
like to like just
yeah. I still bite my
not like
nails.
chew on my fingers.
Oh,
but,
I
like,
chew. I chew.
Like I'll like put my teeth on my nails, like I'm going to bite them and just not.
Oh
Because
no,
I
I
don't want
no,
to
I
bite off
bite.
my
I'm a
nails.
bad biter. I gotta stop. Your mom
So
and
going back real quick, Bees. I had a question and
yeah, of course.
I didn't get a chance to ask it.
Hmm.
When you were talking about like going out into like public crowds and stuff
Yeah.
like that and just wanting to wear headphones, like I did the same thing all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever get like mad? Like, is your day just like ruined if you didn't remember your headphones going out and you had to like talk to people on the bus and shit? Like,
Not mad, but it sucked. Like it wasn't like it didn't ruin my day, but I didn't enjoy sitting there in silence.
yeah, I asked because that was me. I'd be like, "Fuck,
Yeah.
I forgot my headphones. Now I've got to like deal with talking to different people.
Now
and-
it's now
A
that
book
Oh.
helps.
the
Take a
book
book
the book
everywhere.
helps. Yes.
If I
Yeah.
have to wait in the doctor's office, I'll bring a book with me. If I
Oh,
have
there
to
you
like
go.
wait for
Yeah.
anything, I have a book with me in my purse, like just to like
Yeah.
I don't have to look at you. I'm just gonna read
Yeah.
and not
For yeah,
communicate with
silence.
strangers.
For me, silence is deafening, and I need something in the background.
Yes.
Yeah, but a book is
Yes.
like a movie in your head. It's great.
Which is
Yeah,
which
but I have to
yeah
pay
which,
attention, and I can't when there's too many sounds.
That's fair.
yeah. Your mom in a way was doing sensory therapy because it helps expose the child in an environment that will better help the child work through the problems they are facing. It was soothing to me. It was normal because they are pressure. Oh, so the one point was I was talking about my mother in the stroller, my mother pushing me in the stroller at the mall, and then the next point, it was soothing to me. It was normal because they are pressure points. They kept me grounded. The biting on the knuckle thing.
Mm.
But yeah, I mean she's not wrong. It's I
Tonight
every
just sets fire to her room.
I used to every year during the Autism Awareness Month, I never bothered putting anything up for it, but I would relearn what the symptoms are, what the other names of it would be, the different spectrums and stuff like that. Just to if anyone had asked any questions, I would be able to answer it properly without sounding like I'm talking out of my ass, which most of the time I am.
I wouldn't say that.
Talking out of my
You
ass?
seem very informative.
I try. I try
You're
my
doing
best for
great.
that. Thanks.
Josh is just used to Alex being around. Their whole friendship dynamic is just being at each other's throats.
Look, if
24/7.
you've seen one stream with Alex and I, you've seen them all. It's the same equation, but people still come back to see it. I don't know why. Kirsten, you're not being annoying, and I love the fact that you find this interesting. She's
Yeah, Kirsten, please bombard them.
No, you're
Yeah.
you're not being annoying, I promise you. She's going for, I think right now she's going for her master's in psychology.
Oh, that's fascinating. I want to get into psychology so
And
bad.
then
when I
I
was
want to do
younger.
psychotherapy.
And then she is going to go to her to go get her doctorate in psychology
Nice.
as well. She wants to be
Props to you.
she wants to be a psychologist. No,
You're so
the one
smart.
above that. Is there one above it? I always forget. My mom's doing
Above that?
my mom did the same thing, or what was doing the same thing. She wants to go back and do it. There's the psychologist where they just like they talk, but they don't prescribe pills. And there's someone, I forgot the title above that, which does both.
Psychiatrist.
Thank you, psychiatrist. Yes, that's it. That's
Yeah,
like the
because the therapist
psychologist.
that we go to, he's just a therapist. He can't prescribe.
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
medication.
psychologist can talk but can't describe. Psychiatrists talk and prescribe. Yeah, that's my mom. My mom was doing the same thing when she was before she retired. But I think she's probably going to go back to school at some point. She does want to do it.
Never too late, man.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Ooh, Before I forget, while we're still on topic,
Of course.
I did learn when I was in high school, I took psychology and sociology. My teacher taught us this great thing for anxiety or just like worrying in general is the rule of 5. I'm sure Maddie already knows it or some
Oh, the
version
rule
of
of
it.
5. I've actually heard of this as
Is
well, I
this
believe.
gonna bother you, affect you in the next 5 minutes, 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 months, 5 years? So you know what level of panic that one
Oh,
thing should be given. It's like, is this gonna
that's the
affect my
wrong one.
life for the next 5 minutes, 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 months, 5 years? Like 5 years, obviously, big fucking deal. You should be allowed to panic about it. Or like
Mm-hmm.
5 minutes is obviously not a big deal. You spilled a gallon of milk on the floor. That sucks, but it's not gonna
Mm-hmm.
ruin your week or your month or whatever. And I recently explained this to my kid not too long ago because she's been panicking about like small things. I'm like, is this gonna bother you for the next few minutes, few days, and stuff like that? And it kind of helps to like gauge how much you should be worrying about this one thing. Sometimes you can't help but worry about that though. Like something's an issue and your brain's like you need to freak out, like, but you try to like think about it more. Like, okay, it's not that big a deal. The more I think about it, you start to calm yourself down that way. I think that's a
Mm-hmm.
good coping mechanism.
Yeah,
Like something pops up.
Mm-hmm.
that
The,
sounds fantastic.
Just
I hadn't
just a
heard of
tip.
that. That actually sounds
yeah,
fantastic.
I'd never heard of that
It's
either.
very helpful.
The
I was gonna
5
say I've heard of the rule of 2, but that has to do with Star Wars, so I don't think that applies.
the 5 I've heard about was it's like a countdown. It's like name.
Grounding.
Yeah, it's the grounding. Yeah, it's a grounding technique. Maddie, you can probably say it better than I can. You want to tell us
5
about it?
things you can see, 4 things you can hear, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell or something, and 1 thing you can whatever.
What?
Fucking
That's
go
good
through
for
your 5
anxiety
senses.
attacks.
It's
That's
good for most things.
yeah.
Honestly, if you're having a stressful honestly, I learned taking a deep breath, and that sounds fucking stupid because it took me till 27 and a half for someone to go, yeah, you have to breathe out. That's the important part.
Yeah, you gotta let it out.
Not like just like out, but like out for as long as you fucking possibly can until your lungs
Yep.
hurt.
Uh,
Breathe
th-
Yeah.
out.
they say
Yeah.
they say to breathe in for like 4 and then breathe out for like double the amount you breathe in. It's
You're
like
supposed
8.
to like breathe in for 5, hold for 6, breathe out for 7. But I
That's
got
it.
little lungs and I can't do that. Mine's more like 3, 4, 5.
Actually, you know what? That brings up a very good another way of coping. This one's not coping. This is I say treatment very lightly. Meditating
Mhm.
is do you guys agree that meditating can help, somewhat help, or not help at all?
Oh, definitely.
It definitely helps.
Have you
Even
done?
if you get your brain to shut off all the way, just sitting and just focusing on your breathing and just trying not to
Called mindfulness.
exactly just sit there and just inhale, exhale, listen to your breathing, try to shut everything else out. Even just a few minutes a day, it does help.
The easiest thing you can do to meditate. Lay on your bed. Before bed. When you're laying in bed trying to fall asleep. That 15 minutes or whatever the fuck it takes you. Lay down. I like to lay on my back for it because I just think I can balance. I feel more balanced this way.
Mm.
So you just close your eyes, take a couple deep breaths, really on the outs, and then keep your eyes closed and start at your toes. Relax your
Mhm.
toes. Relax your toes. Your ankle. And then your knees and your calves and your thighs and work your way up. Get to your shoulders, do your arms, then go back, do your shoulders, your neck, do your open your loosen your jaw, take your tongue off the roof of your mouth, breathe again, and just sit. And just don't think about anything. By the time you get to your neck, most times I'm asleep.
Yeah, I have insomnia. I can't. It doesn't work for me to fall asleep. It does help me relax though.
I
Weed plus melatonin plus that.
I,
Yeah.
I do
Yeah. Melatonin doesn't do anything
I
for
got a
me, and I don't have
stack,
weed,
but
so yeah.
I do notice that when I go to sleep, I do realize my shoulders really tense before I go to bed. Before I go to bed,
Tension. Yeah.
I do physically lower them down to like do your. I don't do the entire thing, but I do like the shoulders and
you should
then
do
the
the
head.
entire thing. You'll fall asleep faster.
Mm-hmm.
But
Doesn't hurt to try.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
I know for a fact the entire girl squad has grind guards. Everyone is a grinder. Because we
I have
all
a hard
fucking
time
push all day.
relaxing my jaw because I'm constantly clenching throughout the day.
So like I will literally have my grind guard in and like be sitting in bed and like I'm like, oh wait. I'm like, oh wow, there's so much pressure off of my face.
Oh lordy, lordy, lordy.
Word is a ball of happiness.
Are we all? Aren't we all?
Oh God.
This
You
is
know, more things to help with coping, just de-stressing in general. Aromatherapy. People always pass it off as being silly or like girly or whatever, but it's scientifically proven that some scents do help you relax. And more people, especially men, should get into it. It's not girly. Just a regular, even a
Mhm.
bath or even a shower, and you toss in like an essential oil ball or something in the shower to like
Oh, I
melt while
see.
you're showering will help you relax.
When you
Sounds
Just a
like
good
really weird
smell.
and dumb, but like in high school, like my friends would come over and I'd lead them in a meditation, and then they'd go take a bath in the dark bathroom with like the candles lit and music, and I'd leave them alone for like half an hour, just
Yeah.
fucking you do you. And every time it was always like the guys like come in and be like, "Oh my god, I feel so relaxed." I'm like, "When
Yeah.
was the last time you took a bath?" And they're like, "Never." I'm like, "That's your problem
Because
right
men
there.
don't
This,
bathe for some
this is
reason.
my basic me time right here." I don't have a tub anymore. It's been 3 years. I'm dying on the inside, but
Damn.
anytime I take a bath,
Not
I'm very
not quite the same thing, but my wife has this charmed aroma candle from the Harry Potter collection that smells like
Lovely.
butterbeer. And every time I come upstairs and
Maddie's
it's lit, it's
face.
just like
Yeah.
yum.
Even
It's
just scents
delicious.
will calm you down.
Mhm.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Makes me want
Writing
English
stuff
toffee, but
down is a dumb coping mechanism, but it's a mechanism. Write things down, list them and like rank them in list of importance, if that helps.
Mm.
Yeah.
For men, physical therapy really helps them relax. Well, for women, it's mental therapy. It deals with their hormones suffer. As estrogen is more of a hormone that is mental based, which sounds crazy, and testosterone is more of a physical based. Doesn't mean it suffers.
Then it means suffers us. What? Oh, their hormones as estrogen is more of a hormone that is mental based, which sounds crazy. As estrogen is more of a hormone. Okay, she was describing what it was.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you when it comes to I've had one massage in my life, and that was when it was myself, Alex, our buddy Randy, and our buddy Marcus. We went up to Punta Cana for the week, and they wanted to get massages, so I thought, okay, I never had one before, I'll try it. I didn't enjoy it. I didn't get comfortable. I wasn't relaxed. I didn't like the oil she was like using on me. I just didn't like it. I felt didn't feel right. I'm okay.
That's okay. I had one professional massage my entire life, and I hated every minute of it.
Yeah.
I liked a little bit of
Massage
it here and there, but
tomorrow, Monday.
I was not comfortable with a stranger touching me. I didn't like
It's
it at
I know
all.
I didn't I tried breathing, I tried just relaxing. It's just I felt I didn't like the oil. I just really didn't. It just I felt wrong afterwards.
Nope.
I
I
get
gave a
you.
Wrong?
massage on Monday and I'm stoked about it. And
I'm
2 weeks ago, we
I'm
had
happy for
one
you.
where we got the absolute shit kicked out of us. We've never had a massage like that where he was
Wow.
like, it's a deep tissue massage, and he straight up
Mhm.
just beat us. Like we were texting the girls, and like, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure I'm bruised head to toe. Like
Wow.
for 3 days, Nick and I were out of commission.
Yeah, I don't want that. I'm
Mhm.
very sensitive already. Like even when my husband starts to come behind me, like rub my shoulders. I'm very sensitive.
Yeah, like,
I'm
don't
full
touch
of
me. All my
knots.
muscles hurt.
Don't
It
touch
does,
me.
yeah. Like literally, it hurts, and
Mm.
don't touch me.
It's
Yeah,
possible
you
the
need to go get punched.
I don't want to get
It was
punched.
not a good hour, but like the time after that was like,
No, thank you. No.
It's possible the reason why you didn't like it was because it had to deal with touching. It could have been a sensory thing. I don't know. I didn't like the feel of the oil on me after she was done.
I get that. I
you
Well,
have
like
them to wipe it off for you.
oil and stuff. Like even
Yeah.
like lotion sometimes. If lotion's on my hands, like the way my hands feel, just
I
Yeah.
for
can't
like
put
a while
lotion on my
afterwards.
hands because I have
Can't do it.
hyperhidrosis. I get sweaty.
I don't like the like feeling of like my skin afterwards for a lot of that stuff.
Right. Yeah.
My
That
husband's
was
the
the thing
same
for
way with
me
his
too.
back.
Yeah.
If I'm using a lot of lotion or like massage oils on his back, I literally have to get like a hot washcloth and like wipe him
Yeah,
down
you gotta wipe it
afterwards.
off though.
Yeah, you gotta wipe it off.
Yeah.
Icky. I don't want it in your
Yeah.
shirt.
She. I don't think she did. I don't
I
think
just don't
she
have
did.
strangers touching me. That's why I don't get my nails or my feet done either. Like, don't fucking touch me.
You do
I
them
don't know
yourself.
you. Don't touch me.
You do them yourself.
It's their job.
I don't like
How is it
strangers
any
touching
different than
me.
going to get your hair done?
Cause that's my head. I do like once a year, if that. I don't know.
These are your hands.
I know that bitch. I don't know the stranger's
I
touch
know,
my hands
I
and
know
feet. I
that
don't know.
bitch. She can
I'm
touch
I'm
me.
really
It's fine.
sensitive. I don't want. I had my nails done professionally twice in my entire life. Once, the first time it was painful as fuck. Second time it was rushed and I didn't like it.
Hmm.
And my feet are sensitive and very ticklish, so no one touches my feet. And I don't like
No one
strangers
can
touching me.
touch my feet now. They're too broken.
I,
He's
I,
gonna use his fist
I,
for it.
I think Harris Cat scared the shit out of
Stranger. I
him.
don't know.
No,
I don't like it.
I'm dying at. I know that bitch.
Well, yeah.
I know
Her
that
name's
bitch.
Shelby. She's
No,
very
those
nice.
are my hands. Fuck you.
Wait,
I don't know. I
Got
just
2 of them.
it seems like people are just
You're
too
not
rough
my
with my
bitch.
hands and my feet. Yeah, Shelby's. Well, I wouldn't call her my bitch.
No,
but
of course not.
She's the only person I come across that actually cuts my hair the way I like it. So
Mhm.
actually, I'm due for her for the next couple weeks. She's gonna top my hair off for me. I'm so excited.
Due for my nails on Monday too.
You're getting a lot done on Monday.
Yeah, I'm deeply overbooked, but it
Yeah.
means I'll be on time for the rest of the year. So
There you go.
Heyo.
The long run.
Ew.
Gotta love the
right.
long run.
It's that priorities list, baby.
Yes, it is.
I don't have one right now.
What happens? So like, I get my nails done because I go in sensory overload and pick all my nails off, and 3 of them broke off because I went too long between appointments and some shit happened to them. So 3 of them broke off, which has never happened in my entire year of going, and I can't stop picking at them. They feel different and weird. That's why I've literally had this like rock this whole
It's-
time because I
Do
can't.
you know what I
stop
hate?
What's
with
that?
Do you know what I hate when it comes to nails? I hate when you, because I actually have territory in this. I hate when you have your nails at like a certain length for a while and then they like get cut or broken, and it's that feeling of like it's almost like a phantom limb being there
Yeah.
for your
You're
nails.
like trying to
Drives
drill
me
your nails on the thing, and there's
fucking
just
nuts. So a little background: I play guitar. Like I bite the shit out of my left hand, but like I have like decent nails. I'm alright, not right now because I broke one and had to reset the whole thing. But yeah, so I always have them in a certain
cross
length,
your finger.
in a certain shape, specifically to make a specific sound on a classical guitar. And if I break one, it just like even like in typing, like I mistype everything because I'm
Yep.
used to like it's
Yeah.
an extension of your body, and I can't.
Well,
it-
like that
It's my
extra,
thumb and
like that
middle
extra
finger,
half
so,
an
like-
inch.
yeah.
I can't type anything.
I feel that. That's why I usually just keep my nails short and call it good.
I
don't
can't
really.
though because I have to paint them or I get really stressed out, and then the nail polish chips, and then the second in 20 minutes, and then I'm upset, and then I'm like picking it off.
Yeah,
and
I don't paint my nails very often either. My problem is I pick and attack like the skin around my fingernails. Like
Oh
really
god,
bad.
I'm the same way.
Like I'm like literally just butchered like all
Oh,
over. I have
it's
chunks of skin
rough.
just missing. Can't
Yeah,
help it.
I
I
if
get
it,
anxious. I
I-
just do this and
it-
I just pick.
oh yeah, like yeah, I'm doing that.
I do that. I
Yeah,
do that.
yeah.
And then like the skin's butchered and then
Yeah,
it's just a
yeah.
terrible thing. Like, oh, the skin's hanging off, so you have to pull it off and then you're just bleeding everywhere. So.
Oh my
Yeah,
god, it's
yeah.
awful. Awful.
That's basically the reason why I won't paint anything. Like if my daughter like when she gets a little older is like, can I paint your nails? I'd be like, sure, and then I'll just pick it off later. But like I can't have anything on it because I'm either gonna eat it or it's gonna get in my instrument and it's gonna bother me. So like I can't I refuse to only for those reasons.
Why you had to
Like-
seal it?
Do any of you guys have OCD? I have not been diagnosed with OCD. Not at all.
Neither have I.
I have an
No.
OCP. I have an obsessive compulsive personality. I know that,
I'm gonna say no.
but I don't have.
I
a
haven't been
disorder.
diagnosed with anything behavioral wise. I'm sure there's some shit in there.
I don't.
just
I don't.
wanted to-
I
It was a
don't.
nightmare. We just we don't talk about it
I
publicly.
don't have every. It's. It's. As far as I
I'm
know,
a
no.
nightmare. God.
I like how long that took you to get there.
And Kirsten, it did
Jesus
not sound mean.
fucking
It's a
Christ.
question. It's just a question. That's what this episode's about. It's about self-care
As a
and mental
third-party
health and stuff
objective
like
with
that.
absolutely no personal interest
Yeah.
in the matter beyond going to school for psychology. Are you guys OCD?
She did do a
Just
case.
a thought.
She's
Just-
writing a case study right now.
Oh, hey, she
Yeah.
did. She did use me as a case. She did use me for a case study.
Case
She went over.
subject
Oh,
number
damn.
4.
I'm on
Kirsten,
point.
you can use me as
Picks
many
nails.
subjects as you need. I volunteer as tribute.
There you go.
Underlying issue,
One has-
anxiety, maybe depression.
Trying to remember what were the questions for
Unresolved
that one.
childhood trauma.
Oh, what was the
Tick
case
a
study
lot of
she made me do? What was it? It was it. Was it do with like family shit? Was it that? What was that? It? I actually don't remember. I remember the questions you asked. Honestly,
Chuck.
I think
Chuck. That's empty. What are you doing?
It is
I
now
may have
empty.
questions for you guys.
Well, you
but
might
It
as
is
well-
now
go
empty.
ham. That's
You
all.
you
Go
might
nuts,
as
guys.
well
Perfect
ask them
time
now.
for it. Lay
Yeah,
them all
really.
out.
You might as well
Lay them
ask.
all out. I'm out of juice, but feel free to ask questions.
I think she once asked me for a case study about like like if I had any family trauma, if whatever happened to me when I was a kid, accidents, stuff like that. I think that was one of
Hard to type. All right. Well, you
Mhm.
type it out for the remainder of the episode and then send it to us. And we'll
them.
answer
Make a
you, I
Word
guess,
doc, copy
privately.
paste.
You know what? How about this? You
Voice
ta-
to chat it all into your text.
and you know
That's a
what?
great idea.
You know what? You
No.
write out what you want to ask, and we'll answer them at the for the afterthought for the
Great idea.
for the for the stream. I'm trying to figure out what I want to call that after scene
Just
after stream.
Follow up.
email BZ
Fo-
some Rorschach tests.
The what?
What's it called for The Walking Dead?
What?
What?
Because they're dead
Zombies?
walking.
No, there's like The Walking Dead had an after show.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
It had its own.
Oh,
The Talking Dead.
Oh, yes.
You just
It's like,
gotta
oh, now
find
I know
your
what you're
little-
talking about.
Yeah, I gotta find my little niche title
Yeah,
for the
find your
after
your
stuff.
Little,
Yeah.
little twisty twist.
Little plot twist.
Okay.
He was dead all along.
Oh my god. So, ladies and
Man,
gentlemen,
you would have loved my high school writing.
so I think we're gonna end off this episode here. This has been a really, really fun
I have a
episode.
An hour and
question.
a half?
Yes.
I have a question.
Yes, what's your
I'm
question?
surprised it hasn't been asked. Since we're all gamers and nerds,
Uh-huh.
what's your go-to like gaming thing to relax? Like, what's your title? What's
Sims.
your Sims?
Brainless building. I don't have to worry about anybody trying to murder me. It's very chill, and I can literally just quit it whenever the fuck I want.
You're the one trying to murder the Sims.
True. There you go.
Delete all
Not
the
even
doors,
that. Like,
1,000
I'll just
there.
build a house, decorate it, and then I won't even fucking play it. I'll just.
Damn.
That's all I do to relax. I just like make a character, make her super cool. I'm like, yeah, she's gonna be awesome, or he's gonna be awesome, and I
There you
build a
go.
house and decorate it. I'm like, fuck you, and I just delete it and move on.
It's either Call of Duty. It's either like shooting for me, an action game for me, or a simulator game. Just
Oh, so you go with the actual action, eh?
no, like I'll play God of War. I've Gotham Knights as well. I play that too. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
Dead by Daylight.
Oh
Put your
god.
headphones
You're
on as a
supposed to
killer and just
de-stress.
fucking
Yeah,
punch
that's
right
not
now. Like,
that's not
I don't find
de-stressing.
Dead by Daylight stressful.
Really?
Really? You don't find that stressful
I
at
don't
all?
find it stressful.
What?
Ugh,
Like
God.
I've played enough of the game at this point.
Yeah,
that,
so have
know the
I, but-
maps, I know a lot of the killers, and I just spend a lot of like I'll just play a killer match and just sit here and I purposely like will be like, okay, deep breath, like don't get stressed out about it, just play the game. It's because it doesn't matter at the end of the day. I don't give a
I know
fuck
it
if I
doesn't.
win.
I know it
I
doesn't
really
matter.
don't
Yeah.
care if I
I
win
know.
or lose, right?
I know.
So
Yeah.
you just get in there, you just hunt them down, and then when you're like halfway through and you're like, yeah, I'm bored of fucking murdering them.
I'm bored of murder.
Then you just be like,
That's-
you just stand there and you go up to your
So-
gym and snack it, and then walk
That's
away
my
from it.
definition of a fun game. Is a game that you enjoy losing.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah,
If
Yeah.
win or lose, like if you're having fun the whole time,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
that's perfect. That's exactly
is.
the game has won. Like
Yeah, the
that
game
is
has won.
it
Yeah.
has set out and met its objective.
Yes, it
What
has.
about you, Jelly?
I love and I will fight anybody on this one. I absolutely love the Viva Pinata games. They are just 10 out of 10 perfect things and I love them. And all you do, it's the game literally plays itself. It's even less involved than The Sims. You just design a little garden and little animals that are pinatas, living pinatas, come and live in it. Like that's the game. That's it.
Pinatas? Like actually
Yeah,
little
they're
pinatas?
pinatas, and they're all named the dumbest, adorable shit. There's a butterfly pinata that has butterscotch in it, and it's called a flutterscotch.
Aw.
Yes, I was gonna say
Yeah.
flutter something.
I can hear the Viva Pinata theme song in my head right now. It's
Mhm.
it's
Viva
it
pinata,
hit
for fun,
it
for
hits
fun.
it hits so hard. And it really should because it's a kid
Yeah.
show.
Song slaps.
It does
It's
slap.
so-
Like if you get a chance to listen to that theme song, it should not slap as much as it does.
I don't.
And what's
I've never
crazy
played
too is
Viva
it's
Pinata.
like upbeat,
It
like,
is.
party song, and then the entire soundtrack for it is like just the most chill, lo-fi, fucking
Yeah.
like just relaxing ass sounds.
Alright, hit me with this theme.
Mhm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's honestly, if you should check it out because it's phenomenal. And if you just need to chill and just relax and see cute shit,
Oh, this is the intro. This isn't the theme song.
The
Is
well,
it
the
theme
intro
song?
theme song to this show.
Wait.
so it's I think the game came first. I think it's a game that became a
Really?
television
I thought it
show,
was a show that came
and
a
then
game.
I think the game embraced it.
Oh,
I don't remember which one came first.
gotcha. So, we're gonna talk a little more
There's
about
a show from 2006.
that's the show. So we're going to talk
Mhm.
a little more about other stuff, probably about this as well. We have a couple of questions for you guys down in the comments. Hey, Harris question: what game do you play to de-stress yourself, whether you win or lose, or just want to see your creations die? And then two, of course, the off-kilter original question. Oh,
Which is
which
What do
is
you do to de-stress and take care of self-care?
that. You know what? That's the main one I'd like to answer as well. And of course, where do you like to have your orgies?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that sounds weird coming from you when you ask.
Sorry.
that's why I
In
took.
Where
the
do you like to have
mind-
your orgies?
That's
Tell
I
why.
us
like to
down
have
below
mine in the
comments.
minds of other people.
There
You're
you
gonna say in
go.
the minds of Moria, and I was like, ballsy, man.
God. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We are at 80 subscribers so far. We only need 20 more for 100. So anything
Ooh.
counts. Thank you guys so much for all the support. And so we love to make content for you guys and more episodes of the podcast.
Yeah, YouTube, do better.
So, and our nameplates on the screen, as you can see, we do have our own Twitch channels. We do stream, so please check them all out. I will put their links in the description below on YouTube. For the people at home, their names, Thorns and Roses, Hair Blitz, and Survival Amazon 88 are their Twitch names. Go check them out. They will gladly keep you guys entertained as you de-stress from your own day if you had a rough day.
Or that's what we're there for.
Absolutely.
I have Mellow Mondays now.
Mellow Mondays. I love Mellow Mondays. Mellow Mondays is a
True.
great title. All right. Thank you guys so much, YouTube. We will see you guys in 2 weeks, which I believe is December something. Let me bring my calendar.
The
December
Saturday would be
already?
December 3rd.
Is it December 3rd?
The Saturday is my birthday, yes.
Okay. So December 3rd will be the next episode. If I am hosting that weekend, hopefully I am. I am on afternoons though. We'll find out. I would like to talk a little bit about the Game Awards because they did just bring out their nominees for Game of the Year, and
Really?
I
By
will
the time
say
you get up and
this.
walk away.
I will say this. One of the nominees this year is Stray. The cat
Okay.
game. The cat game is nominated for
Oh.
Game of the Year.
Yeah, as it should be.
I think I don't know. That game lost a lot of hype very quickly.
That's
mean,
not
I-
what the point is.
I
That's not
know.
what that means. The point is that it was a good game. It was different. It was unique. It had
You're-
a fuck.
You're not
fuck,
wrong.
We're not arguing about this.
You're not
I had
wrong.
Good vibes.
You're not. I'm not saying it's not a good game. I was very surprised when I saw Stray as one of the nominees.
That is not
I
surprising news
loved-
to me in the slightest.
I love Stray so much. I played it through 3 times.
Wow.
I introduced my daughter to it. She loves it. She still to this day says like, "Can we play the kitty cat game?"
Oh wow.
I've never
Adorable.
played
I
it.
think
Janelle
every
played it.
single game on that list is a better game.
Okay. So before we start talking again, it is our fatal flaw. We will say goodbye. We will raid out to somebody who is live at the moment. If you guys have any suggestions on who to raid
We're
to,
not gonna make it the 2-hour mark. You're just gonna fuck off.
Yeah, we're just gonna fuck off, April.
Wow. Okay.
I'm looking
Because
at
we
my
can.
raid channels list. This guy named
That's
Beezy looks
fine.
pretty cool.
Mhm.
We should check him out.
yeah. Isn't that the oldest joke in the book? I mean, we'll talk
Yeah.
afterwards.
That's fine.
We always talk afterwards.
That's fine.
No.
It's fine.
All right, let me see. Let me see who we rate here. But
God.
oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's what you mean. Oh, I'm fucking stupid. Okay. Sorry. I completely forgot there. Bye YouTube. We'll see you on the 3rd. Have a good night, guys. Bye.
Yeah,
Peace
you say
out.
goodbye for you.
No, you're right. No, you're right. I was saying goodbye
Because
to
usually you
YouTube.
continue on with Twitch. for a
No,
little
you're
bit,
right.
but
I can, and it just like.
I
It
was
just,
like, we're just gonna fuck off. That's cool.
no,
We're
and
gonna
I didn't. I
We're
didn't.
gonna Homer Simpsons ourselves. for that.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it. Oh my lord.